We're excited to be here with you guys today. We have so much to talk to you about. I'm going to give everybody one more minute to just kind of get in place, get comfy, because we're going to be bringing down the Instagram house today. And we've learned so much, both by going and investing in learning from the gurus, and then our own beautiful Miss Lyndsey Yoakum put it all to work, to practice, and she has gone viral on Instagram and Facebook, and she is just flooded with people begging to buy.
I'm just jumping on a Zoom.
Oh, I got you.
Thank you. So we want that obviously for you. So that is why we set up this training. We've been asked a lot of questions about it, and that's what we're gonna chat about today. So, all right, you think you're ready, Linz? You ready to jump in?
I'm ready. I'm excited. I hope you guys are ready and excited too. This is going to be super fun. First, want to start off with just letting you guys know that is the key to the whole thing, right? Cindy and I do a lot of things very messy. Anybody you're like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just going to do it. And we're going to see what happens here. That is the name of the game. Yes, we have invested in learning. Yes, we have really put our time in to make sure that, the little things that we learn and the skills that we take, that we're able to apply in a way that is going to be a success at some point, we know, but we've got to all start somewhere. And we did just that. We started really, really messy. We didn't really know what we were doing. So if you're here and you're like, I have no idea what to do on Instagram, I'm barely figuring out what to do on Facebook, you're in the right place, right? You're doing the right things. You're here and you're willing to take the step. And I just want to set you guys up with really knowing that it's going to take a little bit, right? This is the long game. Any social media platforms, it is not a quick thing, right? Have you seen people out there where you're like, dang, how did that happen for them so quickly, right? It's really kind of frustrating. You try not to compare yourself, but you look at them and it's just it's natural, right? It's natural for us to compare ourselves. I will tell you, those people don't share the full story. They have been at it for a long time. It might look like it's an overnight success. It might look like it's an instant success. I can promise you it is not. They have done a lot behind the scenes. It might be little things, right? Like just staying consistent over a long period of time. And then all of a sudden something pops off. That's me. Okay. So just know that if you're very new at this, it's going to take a minute. This is the long game. So we're really excited to share that with you. One thing Cindy and I pride ourselves on is we put in the work, we adjust the things, we get it to a place where we know, okay, here's where we're ready to go teach it. Here's where we know that the success is there, so we can speed it up for everybody else. So that's where we are today. We're really excited to jump in on that.
Yes. So let's start with just kind of setting expectations. She kind of started to softly, set expectations, and I'm going to come in here and I'm going to smack you over the head with it. Okay. You guys ready? Are you ready to hear what your expectations should be? Okay. All right. Tell me you're ready in the comments. Okay. You're going to put your big girl pants on, your big boy pants on, and you're going to go into this like the soldiers that you are, okay? Volunteer army, but soldiers that you are. Okay, I'm going to give it to you straight, okay? Facebook is the #1 converting platform by far, okay?
Yes.
It is where your warm market is. It is where people are most likely to buy from you, try from you, and join you in business, okay? So this training right here is not, I repeat, it is not to replace what you're already doing and being taught to do on Facebook, okay? This is to do alongside of. This is for
in addition to, yes.
In addition to, right? This is for the people who have launched their businesses. They love this business and you want to take it to the next level. Okay, so put next level in the comments, because I will tell you is that we are going to give you, it's already done, a 7-day launch system for this Instagram training right here. And I am probably most likely going to guarantee that you don't sell one thing or recruit one person with these first 7 reels. Okay. So we just want to be super, super clear. The goal of this launch system is to get you to understand and learn how to create what the algorithm wants, so that 3 months from now, after you do these consistently over time, that you will be in the same position as Lyndsey and as James. I don't know if you guys saw in the chat. He said he did 300. I think he said 300. Was it 300 or 100? I don't know. He did a lot of reels before one popped off. But the cool thing is that when one pops off, what happens is it shoots a cannon, right? At all of the other work, all of the other reels that you've done. And what you'll start to see is all the other reels around it start to light up as well. Okay.
Yeah.
So where are we going to be at 3 months from now, Lyndsey? 3 months from now, what month are we going to be in?
August. Where are we? June, July,
October,
August, September. We're going to be going into PXP. Yeah, I don't know. What month are we in?
We're going to be like September, October, you guys. So if we told you, if you follow along, if you're watching this live today in June, right? Because you might be watching this, 6 months from now. But if you're watching this right now, okay, June of 2024, 3 months from now, we're looking at the end of September, beginning of October. If we told you, if you follow along with what we're about to teach you today, and you commit to doing a reel a day, right, consistently, if you miss one, don't worry about it. We're going to talk about that too. Okay. But if you commit to doing a reel a day between now and the end of September, early October, and I told you, you would have thousands of people beating down your door saying, please, she sent me screenshots, please me next. Please, I want to buy your thing. Please answer me. Beating your door down of wanting what you have to sell them. Would you do it? Put me in the comments, because I'm doing it, right? That is very, very powerful, but you have to understand that Instagram is a slow burn. Put slow burn in the comments, okay?
And I want to reiterate something you said that's really, really important that you kind of grazed over, but it is the most important piece of this whole thing. You must launch your business first. The only reason why all of this has come full circle is because on my Facebook, I know we're going to talk about Instagram today, but it ties together. It ties together because all of these people on Instagram have now shot over to my Facebook, are now on my Facebook page. And if you go to that page, I launched my business, and it's really, really important that all of these little pieces at first of launching then go to this training right here, right, of doing reels, because it all is a full circle. It all plays together, and people now know, not only does the algorithm know what I'm doing, people now are really, really trusting of who I am, what I'm doing, because they're paying attention to my launch, right? My launch post, that pin post at the top of your page. It's really, really important that that happens first, and you go through your launch and then do this. So if you're on here, you're brand new, you haven't launched yet, that's the first step before you get here.
Yes, absolutely. You have to launch on Facebook first. There's so many reasons behind it. So if you have launched, I've already seen a bunch of you say it, but if you have already launched on Facebook, I want you to put launched in the comments, okay? Because it plays a critical key role. If you were to go look at Lyndsey's Facebook page right now, you would see that post that she has pinned to the top of her page now has hundreds and hundreds more comments on it. Okay. And I just want to really, really edify this. Okay. Lyndsey has the same exact pinned post that she launched with on January 10th. Okay. I know a lot of people have the question of, should I do a new post. This one feels old. I know this is not Instagram, but we want you to understand the power of Facebook and launching on Facebook. Okay. Hear me? Heard. Put heard in the comments. Okay. If you go look at that post, nobody cares when Lyndsey made that post. They're not checking the date. They don't care that it was January 10th, 2024. They're not going to care a year from now when she posted that. What it tells them is that Lyndsey is pretty serious about what she's posting about on social media. It's not some little splash in the pan thing that willy-nilly, she just found and is posting about one time. She's pretty serious about it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So do we want to move on to the Instagram?
Let's do it. Let's jump into it.
Let's jump into it. Okay, we're going to call on our tech guy, Mr. James Zhang. I was like, can you please be the one to share screen?
Look, we can do a lot of things, but sometimes tech things are not our friend.
It's not. Okay, so he is going to go to Instagram and he is going to share his screen and we're going to walk through this with you. So this is Lyndsey's page right here. Lyndsey, do you want to start by just talking about your name, your, the description up at the top and why that's important?
Yeah. So it's really important, guys, because all of these social media platforms, they are looking to drop you into a certain algorithm, drop you into a bucket of people that they're going to push your content out to, right? And if it is, and I will tell you, mine used to be, my page used to look a little crazy, right? It used to have all kinds of stuff on it, like my kids and my family and business, and didn't really know. I didn't have my, at the top here, I didn't have, you can scroll down and show. It was a little all over the place. And because I thought that that is what people wanted to see. I'm just going to be very honest with you guys. Nobody cares. They are not interested in that on this platform, right? Facebook is a little bit more nurturing. Instagram, they want to see what is in it for them. They do not care about me. Your stories, you can have some fun with that, right? You can be a little bit more yourself in your stories, but right here on this feed, it is really important. You will see I have hormone health and fat loss next to my name. Okay. So yes, I put my name on there because I am a real person. I want them to know that. That's important. However, I have a very specific algorithm I want to be in, and that is hormone health and fat loss. Because when somebody goes and searches on Instagram for hormone health or for fat loss, they're looking for that, they're going to find me, right? So that is really what you want to think about. Yours may not be hormone health and fat loss. Yours might be, wellness and, I don't know. I'm thinking of some other things. Cindy, if you've got other things to throw out there, but like, it doesn't have to be my exact title. It's really got to be niched that's specific to you. You can see that I also put in my description, helping 40+ women balance their hormones and lose pounds without deprivation. It's very specific, right? It's not just, help women lose weight. It's very specific of who I am targeting. Okay. So think about that for you. I know Cindy and I've talked a little bit about men. It is okay if you are a man in here and you're looking to help other people with our products. It's not necessarily about you. It's about who you help. Right.
Exactly. And I really want to emphasize that because we get asked that a lot. Well, I'm a man. Well, I'm this age or I'm that age. You can absolutely sprinkle in content that it's not just for women too, right? And you can share the story. But I will tell you is that women really 35 and older are they're your prime target audience here with this product. Okay. They are the ones who are buying this. They are the ones who need it the most. They are the ones that are going to be the ones that react in a positive way. Okay. I want to ask you a question and I'm just going to say it, right? Because we're all adults here, right?
Yeah.
Is it accurate to say that women who have women parts go to doctors who don't have women parts, right? I'm talking about
Absolutely.
gynecologists, y'all. Okay. Are you awake? I'm making sure you're awake. Okay. You don't have to have a, you know, in order to go and help women with their unos. Okay. I'm just gonna
Let's
say
talk about that.
this is
Cindy and I talked about this yesterday. My brother-in-law with
yeah,
not a female part is the #1 sales rep for all of North America for Medela breast pumps. He doesn't have boobs. He
right.
does not. He knows nothing about breastfeeding.
No,
Absolutely nothing. The #1 sales rep in all of North America for Medela. He's a man. So it is so important for you all to take off this cap of here's what I do, here's who I am. Here, your story is important. We're not saying that. But you've got to make this shift of who do I help? Who do I serve? Not what am I? I've seen a few comments, which in the chat here, which I love. I'm an interior designer. I'm these things. I love that about you. That is, I'm just, again, I'm not trying to be mean. Nobody on Instagram, these social media platforms do not care who you are. They
no.
care about who you help and who you serve. So the moment you make that shift and get that in your bio, people will come flocking to you. They will want to know, how can you help me? Because every single person on social media is all about themselves. How can you, Joanne, serve me? How can you, Jennifer, serve me? How can you, James, serve me? That is what they're looking for. They do not care about anything else. So that is, you can see that in my bio. I am all about, here's what I do to serve you. Here's how thousands of us are losing weight faster than ever. People are like, hell yeah, tell me, please help me, help me, help me, right? Okay, and then info, right? It's really important that you are sharing with people how they can contact you, how they can get in touch with you. However, most of the time they won't go there, right? They're going to be going to your reels because they're going to find you through reels. Cindy, do you want to say anything else before we dive into that?
No, I think that's great.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. All right, so I want to first talk about, James, can you click on the play button there? And I want to, no, sorry, up top, the play button right under message. Do you see the little, yep, that one where it flips over? Thank you. So the pinned one there, the 359,000. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about this reel right here before we get into exactly how to do it. This reel, you guys, was after a doctor's appointment. I walked into a doctor's appointment. I was so excited about the results that I had gotten from my doctor. You know, called Cindy, told James and Becky, like, you guys, I just a few short months ago was in my doctor's office. My blood pressure was up. They were considering putting me on blood pressure medication. My cholesterol was up. My kidney function was not great. I was 41 pounds heavier than I am now, right? So all of these things, I came out of this doctor's appointment on that day that I did that reel, that it changed, right? Really changed my life. And the caption of that reel, if you'll pull that, James, I shared my heart in that caption. It was real, it was raw. There was nothing like scripted, right? I will tell you guys that this reel did absolutely nothing, probably sat at 200 or 300 views for a good 2 weeks. Okay. What you will find if you guys really study that reel and that caption, because I still study that reel and that caption to see what it is that got people really, really excited about this when it did pop off. There are a lot of keywords in this caption, right? Cindy and I will dive further into that. But there are a lot of keywords. And what I mean by keywords are, you'll see things in here like women over 40, right? That's my target audience, who gain weight easily, right? These keywords, weight and women over 40. You can see cholesterol, you can see blood pressure, you can see kidney function. These are all words that go into the algorithm of Instagram and target things. They target certain people, right? You can see things, like I said down here, if you are feeling like you've tried everything, right? I'm really just tapping into their emotions, tapping into their feelings. If you're feeling like you've tried everything and you want to see how thousands of people have done it better, comment info and I'll send you over the details. I did not say anything in that reel about drops, about products, about anything. And this is really important because this was a shift that I made. This was a shift that Cindy made, and it changed everything for us. We stopped saying things like, because if you go back to my reels and you start studying my reels, you'll see I used to say things like, hey, you know, comment drops and I'll share it with you. And I got crickets on that at the time. And it was because I was really talking about a product versus this reel. I'm talking about results. I'm talking about the way they're going to feel, a feeling. And I'm saying, hey, if you want some info, drop info in the comments and I'll send you the details. It's very non-invasive for people, and it allows them to really want to know more, right? And that's the whole point, is you want people to ask, you want people to know more. I get people asking questions. I say nothing about the drops. I'm just using the dropper. And people will say, what is that dropper that you're doing? That's exactly what you want. So there are a lot of little nuggets in that pinned post right there. But the main thing I wanted you guys to know before we show you exactly how to make one, and like Cindy said, we've got all of the captions. We've got a 7-day launch there for you guys to make it simple. But I want you to know that that did nothing. That reel did absolutely nothing for weeks before it popped off. So again, if somebody reached out to me last night, I won't call her out on here, but you know, she was talking to me about some reels and she wanted to delete her reel. And I was like, don't delete it. Guys, don't delete anything. It will really hurt your algorithm. Learn from it, study it, Angie, study it, and continue to build your skills with it and tweak it and get better every single day. Do not delete them, right? It will really hurt you. Had I deleted that, right, it did nothing. I wouldn't be here to tell you guys about all of these viral reels that have now gone absolutely insane, and the tens of thousands of people that are reaching out, right? So it's really important to know that when you start to do these reels. Cindy, you want to add anything to that?
No, I think you covered that well.
Okay,
yeah.
Perfect. So after that one, if you scroll down, I'm trying to scroll down myself. If you scroll down, you'll see that once that one went absolutely crazy, you'll see this 27.8 thousand one went crazy. And then there's a 72,000 one that went crazy. They just all kind of started to pop off. Even the ones that you see that are like right here, 4,000, there are a ton of comments on it, right? Hundreds, maybe not as many views, but lots of traction. So really exciting. Once one goes crazy, the rest do. A little side note as well, I had these also linked to my personal profile on Facebook. When that first one, that's over 300,000 views, went viral, the same exact one on Facebook did nothing, absolutely nothing. I'm not going to say it. I would say maybe 5 days, 5 to 7 days after that one went viral, the one on Facebook went viral. Now the ones on Facebook are going more viral than this one. That one has like 1.6 million views, and the other ones are going crazy. So again, keep in mind that the way the algorithm works. None of us really know. It's kind of crazy, but it does take some time for this stuff to, if you're like, I thought that reel was really great that I put up, don't be discouraged. You have to just completely detach yourself from the outcome of these because they can go crazy. 2 weeks, 2 months. I've seen reels go viral 2 months after posting them. So just hang tight with that. All right. Do we want to dive into making one, Cindy?
Let's go into making a reel. Okay. There is a very, very particular methodology when it comes to creating a reel that will allow it to, whether it's a week from now, 2 weeks from now, 2 months from now, there is a particular style and methodology that we highly, highly recommend using in order to make this happen over the next several months. Okay. So James, if you wouldn't mind going ahead and clicking on where we scroll and find what we call trending sounds. So Lyndsey, you're the master here. I want you to talk them through it. You've had some viral reels, and I want you to talk them through your process of exactly. Oh, you can't unmute. So weird. Hold on one second.
There I am. Okay.
There you are. Talk them through exactly what your process is when you're looking for a trending sound.
Okay. So the first thing I do is what James did right here. So see this little play button down here that James is going to show you, that play button. You're going to click right there. What that is that's going to be reels that are showing you and your algorithm, right? So this is James's algorithm right now because we're on his Instagram. So click that little play button, and then over to the left, you're going to see at the very bottom, there are those right there. It says original audio. Those are going to be audios. You're going to see either that arrow that is pointing up, that means trending, or you're going to see a music symbol. We'll show you that later. But when you see that little arrow, those are the ones that I pay attention to. So click on that arrow for me, James, if you don't mind. And I go to this section right here, right? You see at the top, it says original audio, and you see where it says trending underneath this arrow. That's really important. I always look at the number next to it of reels that have been made. That is how many reels have been made with this trending audio. James is in the same algorithm I am in. All right. What I mean by that is you're going to start being shown reels that are really low in views that are trending. Or I'm sorry, really low in making of reels that are trending, right? Cindy is moving her algorithm to that right now. Cindy sees reels that are like 2,000 to 5,000. James and I are seeing reels that are under 1,000. The goal for you is to get as low as possible, meaning as the least amount of reels made that's also trending, that also in this first box in the left-hand side that says original has at least 1 million views. Okay, this one's a little low. Now, I would probably still save this one. I might hold on to this one for a minute until those views get up, right? Because I like that it's 697. I like that it's trending. I don't love that it's not millions yet, all right? So I would go back out of this and I would go to the next one. Flip up, I'd go down to this arrow. Yep, click on that arrow. Yep. Okay, this one's too high. I'm already out. I'm out. I go back. Okay, see how that has the little music button? That's not trending. I skip it. Click. Okay, still it's too high for me, especially if it doesn't have millions on there yet. Keep going. Okay, I click on that one. Okay, that one's okay, and it's millions. All right, I don't mind this. I like them to be under 1,000 for me, but I'll listen to the audio real quick. 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, I might use that one. I might use that one because it's kind of fun. 3, 2, 1, go. I might do something fun with the drops, right? But for now, I'm going to click out and keep going with you guys until I found one that I absolutely love. Okay, love that. Love this. Perfect. Can I get that audio? Oh yeah. So I'm doing this one because that's mine and Cindy's song right there, right? So I would use this. I would use audio. Let me stop for a minute. The reason why I don't necessarily save this for later, some people will tell you save them for later. I am hitting this right now. The reason why I'm hitting this right now is because it's so low in reels being made. It's trending and it's got 14 million, 33 million. This one's going to go crazy. Okay. So I'm going to use it right this second. Use audio. James is going to do something fun with this song right now. Yeah, James is going to do a reel with us, right? So guys, you're looking at anywhere between 4 to 7 seconds max. 4 to 7 seconds. James might want to just he could take the bottles. He could, do a little something fun with that. 4 to 7 seconds, point up, right? James, you can have some fun with that. That's it. Guys, that's it. Isn't that so simple? All right. So he's going to click next. Love it. I love it so much. All right. So then he's going to put a really fun caption on there. All right. So let's go to the A up there. That's where you're going to be able to write. A couple of things about this. You want to choose the same script, meaning text script, that you're going to stay with. You want to, again, stay very consistent when they're looking at your page. You want it to just it doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be, super made up, like super aesthetically perfect, but you do want it to just kind of flow so that it's not all different texts, all different times, you want it to just kind of flow so that it looks consistent. So try to stick with the same script, one that you like. So James, you pick that one that you like. Now, I personally, I'll share with you guys, there are a couple things that I always like to have in my captions. Again, it will tell the algorithm who I'm talking to. Women over 40 that gain weight easily. Those are things that I use. So I might say something along the lines of, what I have recently found or what I have accidentally come across for women over 40 who gain weight easily. And what I personally like to do is I like to stop it at women over 40. So if you'll just pull that who gain weight easily part out. Again, it just gives it a little bit of dimension, right? You just want people to stay there for a minute on your reel. So I will put like ... right after that. And then I like to put mine in bold. It just makes it stand apart. You can choose whatever that bold is for you, right? And then the second thing that I will put on there is who gain weight easily. I dropped that down a little bit, James, but that's okay. I wanted to show them how to separate two captions, if that makes sense. I want to separate two captions on the.
Are you saying you put two separate captions? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like two separate captions. Yes.
Got it.
Yeah, perfect. And then the second one is yes. Perfect. Yes. Okay, awesome. So one thing that you'll see James is doing right now, you want to see those little lines, James. Okay. So he actually is going to want to bring that caption in just a little bit. You do not want them touching. See how it's like yellow? It's kind of giving you a warning. There are places on your reels that you do not want to go over. Yep, you see over to the left, over to the right. You do not want to go in those areas with your captions or your pictures, anything. You've got to stay in this little box area. If you are not in that area on your reels, it will shoot your views down. It will not push it out for you. So you want to stay right there in between all of those lines. And then I would go to next, and we're gonna, oh, I'm sorry, go to edit video. You're good. Yep, edit. And then I'm going to leave the what I have accidentally come across for women over 40 down here. You see these two purple boxes down here? Those are your captions, okay? So I will leave that one, and I will take the one that says gain weight easily, who gain weight easily, and I will actually highlight it, and you can drag this over to where you want it to pop into the screen. So anywhere you want, James, just wherever you want to pop that in. So now watch. Boom, now that pops up, right? Again, just gives it a little bit more dimension, has people kind of stay on there for a little bit longer and watch what's going on, okay? So then let's throw a picture up there, James. So see that little guy right there, that little smiley face, that's going to be your pictures. We'll throw a before and after up there. You're going to go to photo when you click on that right there. Perfect. Now you can make that a little bit smaller. Yep. You can make it whatever size you want it to, but keep in mind, again, see how James sees how he's going up there. There's that box. It's telling you don't go above that and don't go any further to the right. So I would even come down a little bit. Like I don't even try. Yep. I don't want it to even make color because again, it will target and drive it down in views. So you want to make sure that it's right where Instagram wants it to be. So again, I will go back to edit video. And that sticker right there, you're in the same position where you want to click on that and drag it over. And I will take that even further than the who gain weight easily, because it's another visual that has people staying on the reel a little bit longer. They're going, okay, who gain weight easily. See, and it pops up. Now, here's what I do sometimes that will trick people a little bit, which is fun, right? I might make this a little bit shorter. And I say trick people, I mean trick them to stay on my reel. I want them to stay on there and I want them to watch it again. This is how you're going to get your reels to drive through the algorithm. So if you're doing reels that are long and people can see everything and read everything the whole time, right? Then unfortunately, you will not get the views you want to get. So the goal is to kind of get things to pop off quickly on your reels so that people have to keep watching it. It's called looping, right? They loop through it. So I would actually take this back part of the reel and I will pull that in and make this shorter. I might make it 4 seconds, right? I might put it to right there so that now watch this. Now play it, James. And people are going, wait a minute. I missed her picture. I got to watch it again. Oh, it's so quick, right? So there's some little things that you can do that make people want to stay on longer. So think about yourself. Think about how when you're watching reels, right? If it's quick and you're like, dang it, I missed that. The goal is you want people to either hold the reel down of yours so that they have to read it, they have to watch it, or they have to see this picture, or have them continue to watch it, right? So think about that. It drives you crazy. It drives you crazy That's exactly what you're looking for other, because they're like, dang it, I missed it. I got to watch it again. I got to watch it again. Same thing with your caption that we're going to talk about. You're going to put some bulky captions in there because you want people reading it, because while they're reading it, your reel is playing, right? Okay. Cindy, do you want to talk about anything else on here?
Yes, really quick, because this was a question that I had, and if I have the question, you probably will too, is how do you get the picture to change? It's really, really simple, you
Oh,
guys.
yes. Thank you. Thank you.
So
Yeah.
James, if you wouldn't mind adding another picture to this frame.
Yep.
I don't know if you have another view of that same woman. If not, it's no big deal. We can just use something else. Just to show them how to change it.
Perfect.
So if you put it right over, you can put it right over the same picture right there, and we're just going to adjust the timing.
Yep.
There we go. Okay.
Yep.
So that's how people get those pictures to flip. Okay.
Yes. So you can do that sticker. Perfect.
Yes. There we go.
So
Okay.
good.
All right. That's it. I think you covered everything else. Great.
Perfect. And that's it, you guys. Now, when you're first doing these, it's going to take a minute, right? You're really like, those took me a long time when I first started to really get that down, because there's a lot of little things, right? But as you do them, this is why I will tell you, yes, your goal is to do one every single day, and your goal is to get the algorithm to understand who you're talking to, what you're talking about. The other main goal is for you to start building your skill set, right? You want to start building your skills on how to get this down, how to get the timing down. I can do that we just did right now in less than 5 minutes, right? That's what you want. You want to be able to do something like this in less than 5 minutes. Cindy and I are going to also show you some scripts for the captions that we have. And what we really would love for you all to start doing is really start to create your own captions that you keep in your notes section, and you just rotate those out. So right now, all I do is I just rotate my captions out with those reels that take me less than 5 minutes and throw one up every single day. It is my daily method of operation to get one of those up every single day. And that is in addition to my warm network, the people that, I'm talking to every day over on Facebook, right? You're really pulling in cold network with your reels while you are loving on your warm network and working with your warm network. So this should take you like 5 minutes. Once you get it down, it's going to take you a little bit for a minute to get going. But once you really have, I would say, a week to 2 weeks of captions sitting in your notes section, that's the hardest part. You grab those captions and you throw them on and you rotate them out.
Yes, so and one thing I do want to add to Lyndsey is that the hooks on screen are very, very important. Yes, you're looking for the keywords. Yes, you're continuously targeting the same exact person over and over and over again. But it really does decide and determine whether or not somebody even watches the entire reel one time. It's got to be pretty targeted and pretty captivating, which Lyndsey has done an excellent job of targeting the exact person that she wants to target with the result that she has that she can deliver on. But I want to caution you. Okay, so yes, you want to give, you want to keep people on there, but Instagram does it does target naughty words, right? It will pull down if you use any kind of vulgar language. It does pull down the visibility of the entire reel. Now, once you go viral and because you might be thinking of people who swear a lot, right? Or they swear a lot either talking or swear a lot in there. Not that a lot of you swear, but I just want to caution you. in the
Yeah.
captions even one time. Once you go viral, you can do whatever you want to do, pretty much.
Yep.
Okay. Because, you know, you think of Gary Vee, you think of some other people and they have millions of followers. Well, that's exactly why they get away with it. Okay.
Right.
So just be careful. Yes, you can be edgy. Yes, you can try to get attention. But just be careful and cautious with the words that you use. Even skinny, the word skinny alone by itself, Instagram doesn't like, and it will pull back on your views. Skinny drops at this point is okay, but skinny actually gets flagged and Instagram does not particularly love it. So just be careful of that. Okay.
Yeah. I want to real quick show you guys another trick that I do for hooks. James, if you'll go back out to one of the original audios section. Okay, so what I will do is I will actually go on a viral reel. You can click that. So I will click the trending audio. And I will look at these and I will real quick study these. Okay, so I'll open that one that's 33 million. And that says, when you have a team that understands the vision. All right, maybe go back out of that. Look, I'm trying to do it myself. Go back out of that. Go to another audio, another trending audio really quick, James. I'll study these trending audios. Okay, look, 3 banks that will lend you money to buy a house to flip. All right, so she's, again, very targeted in her niche, but you can actually take someone else's viral hook and put it in your own niche, right? So I might say 3. Go ahead, Cindy.
3 foods you can eat that will help you burn fat. Boom,
Yep.
boom, boom.
Boom. All right, so go to the next one. I would go to, you can flip up. Yeah. If you're looking for entertainment, no. Okay, so I might use this. POV, you wonder why your daughter's crazy, then remember who birthed her. Okay, POV, you wonder why, you know, as a woman over 40, you can't lose weight, right? So take other people's viral hooks, study them, put them in your niche. And you don't have to be like that. I just flew that off the top of my head and I'll use it. I don't care. I'm not that attached to it, right? I'm just not that attached to it, but these are the things that go viral. You can keep flipping, James. Is these hooks right here will stop people. Yeah, I wouldn't use that one. You lost 100 pounds. Like, so again, your story, you can use your story. If you have a great story with the drops, you can use it to your advantage, but you really want to say things like you, right? Like you're talking to the person, not I, but you. When you find the best riverfront vacation in town in California. Okay, that person didn't say when I found the best riverfront. Right? When you find the best product as a woman over 40 who gains weight easily. See what I mean? So you're targeting that person. So those are just little things. Okay. So if you're sitting there and you're like, I really want this to take off, you know, take a minute and study a couple of these different, you've struggled. Do you see her? This shift, you've struggled with losing weight. She didn't say I've struggled with losing weight. These little shifts, you guys, and the way you talk to people on social media will change the game for your business. Most of us are talking about I did this, I lost weight. Tiny shifts in your wording will explode your business. So, all right, awesome. So let's talk about the captions real quick, Cindy, because I know we've put, yep.
Yeah. So do we still have that draft, James? Can you go back to that? Okay, so before we get into the captions, if you wouldn't mind hitting that edit cover right there on the post, this allows you to pick what it's going to display on your particular Reels feed and your news feed on Instagram. Okay, Lyndsey, do you prefer to have the picture before and after picture show or not show, or do you change it up?
I Personally, I change it up. It depends, but I personally don't put the before and after photo. I think some of them I may have. I would have to go back and really study that. But most of the time, I just like it to aesthetically look pleasing, like not a weird face, because sometimes it'll catch you in a weird frame face. So I just like it to look like warm, inviting, and aesthetically good when you're looking at it. But I think there have been a couple that I've had a picture on there.
Okay. So James, if you wouldn't mind going up to, also we can change the where it sits in the grid. If you click on profile grid, it allows you to move it up and down so that you can show all the words, show some of the words, which part of your face do you want to show? It gives you more control over how it is appearing on Instagram in the actual feed itself. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's totally personal preference.
Yeah.
All right, then hit done.
I'll give you guys also a little tip here. Preview. Click that preview. Make sure it's playing your entire caption. Yeah. If you hit that preview, guys, this will save you a lot of headache. If you hit that preview really quickly, sometimes Instagram glitches and it will take away that caption right there on the actual, the hook right there on the actual video. And you're like, okay, why is that not showing? I know I've had this happen where I've actually pressed share and my hook is completely gone. So it's very wise to hit preview, make sure that your hooks are there. If they're not, all you have to do is go back into edit and just backspace that 40, backspace the 40 and type 40 again. It'll pop back up. It's just a little glitch that Instagram has sometimes, but it'll save you a lot of headache.
Yes. Okay, so let's very quickly, we did put together a board for all of you that has, like we said, a 7-day launch system. It has 7 captions, but I do want to say this, okay, is that if you do a direct copy and paste and you change absolutely nothing, the platform will not push it out, okay? Put heard in the comments, all right? I promise to change it up enough to where it's not going to be flagged, okay? So these are really just the bones of your caption, because it's hard when you're sitting down to write a caption for the first time. Where do you start? Okay, so you're going to start to notice some different nuances about these particular captions. James, do you have that board saved on your phone? Can you just populate one quickly?
Oh, I do.
Perfect.
Yeah,
I just want to point out a couple of things about it. And then that way, by the end, our goal is by the end of day 7, you start to see a pattern in some of the things that remain the same, okay? The first thing is that very first line. It's so important, right, Lyndsey?
Yeah, it's your second hook. So you're going to have multiple hooks, right? You're going to have your hook on screen. You're going to have a hook in your caption. You're going to see more hooks that are written in the captions, right? It's really important. You're continuing to hook people to get them to stay on the reel so that the reviews drive up so more people see it, right? So that first thing, here you have it, right? So whatever we've said above, I found the secret, or I've stumbled across, I accidentally found this, this thing, right? Here you have it. Here's your next hook. First, be sure to follow and drop a heart, right? You want to tell them.
You're going to see she says it at least 2 or 3 times throughout this entire caption. Okay.
Yeah, I tell them what to do. You're telling people multiple times what is exactly you want them to. You want them to follow, because that is your goal, is to get people to follow you. You also want them to drop a heart or comment info, because you want to drive the messages, drive those comments, right?
Yes.
And then you can keep scrolling down. It's one thing to have the most incredible results yourself, but when your friends are having the most incredible results, there's nothing like it, right? So I'm telling a story, but this story is super, super short.
Yeah.
My sweet friend is down 35 pounds, making this switch to balance her hormones. Again, here's another key: balance her hormones. I've put hormones in the caption so that it targets, right, people that are looking for hormone health. When your mom friends, okay, I'm looking for moms who are over 40, start to regain their health and take their lives back, brings me the most joy ever. We've tried it all, right? So I'm really, really relating to people because they're sitting there going, I've tried it all and I'm sick of it. We've tried it all. For our health, that's a keyword. Our weight loss, that's a keyword. Fatigue, keyword. Unhappiness, keyword. Anxiety, keyword. And now we finally found it. If you've tried it all.
What she means by keyword too, you guys, is it's the Instagram algorithm is pushing this reel forward to people who are interested in exactly those things. That's what she means by keyword. Instagram is picking it up. Okay.
Yep. If you've tried it all and you're ready for something that really works, comment info and I'll get you the details. I don't say anything about drops ever.
No.
Follow along for more hormone balancing. Now I say that from this star. Now I want you to think about creating your own little thing here, right? Because again, it will flag you and it will flag us if we are all doing the same thing. So think about your own kind of little twist you can put on this, but follow along for more hormone balancing weight loss tips without deprivation. I tell them again, comment info if you want to see how thousands of us are doing this easier than ever before. Now, there are a couple of things I will say about hashtags because people I know have asked, are hashtags dead? Do we use hashtags? You're going to see different gurus talk about different things. You're going to see some of them say, no, they're not dead. Yes, they are. My philosophy is I'm going to make sure that I get keywords in the caption. I've also heard from some gurus, if you do like anywhere between like 3 to 10 hashtags, you're good. Just do not, the main thing is don't overthink it. Don't overthink it at all. If you want to, like, I literally have those in my notes and I just plop them in. I don't ever think about a hashtag ever. So whether I put those in or I don't, it doesn't matter to me. I just happen to have them in my notes. So if you're somebody that's like, I really want to make sure that I target like this group of people, it's not going to hurt you, but it's not something that's going to make your reel go viral. So again, just don't overthink it. It's more important to make sure that you have the keywords in your caption that really target these people in the algorithm.
Yeah.
So those captions, go ahead.
Oh, no, you go ahead, Liz.
Yeah, I was just going to say those captions, we have multiple captions for 7 days that again, you're really going to make sure. And a lot of you have a story, right? So you can kind of pull a little bit of your own things that you can relate into your captions with people, but just make sure that you're really serving them. If you have tried it all, if you are sick of blah, 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 if you are over this, right? Instead of, you can still talk a little bit about your story, but just make sure you're targeting them. What were you going to say, Cindy?
After captions, because James's reel isn't perfect and I don't want to mess up his algorithm because his Instagram is doing so well right now and there's pictures of multiple women and the captions have not been edited enough. Again, we cannot stress that enough. Make sure that you change the words or it will pull down your visibility on all your stuff on Instagram, and that's the last thing you want to happen. But James, if you wouldn't mind going and opening up the boards that I sent you, because I do want them to see what we have in place for once you post your reel. Okay, you hit post. Let's pretend that he did. Okay, in that pinned comment folder, can you open that up? This right here is what you're going to put in that very first comment on Instagram. Again, it's another thing telling them exactly what to do. Don't forget, drop info in the comments and follow so you can see my DM, which that is a very real thing. Lyndsey, do you want to elaborate on that at all?
Yeah. So, and I also want to show you guys how to pin it. Because that's really important too, to show you how to pin it. This right here is, first you want to make sure that there's a comment that just starts off your reel, right? And I'm actually thinking about it. I was just thinking, I'm like, I don't think I did that on mine yesterday. See, well, none of us are perfect. I'm like, I don't think I
Yeah.
put that on mine
Yeah.
yesterday. But it's really important that that is at the very top of each of your reel, because as you're driving these, and when one does go viral and pop off, you're going to want to make sure that people know exactly what to do, and you're giving them the exact instructions on what to do on your reel. This is, you think that all of these places, it's repetitive, it's too much. It is not. It is exactly what the gurus are telling. And if you go and study a lot of these viral reels, a lot of them have that, right? If they're specifically, some viral reels are just for fun, but if they're like running a business, they're doing these things. Let me show you guys.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, James, do you mind putting that in just a random reel that you have on your page so we can show them how to pin it?
Perfect. All right, so you post that. Now that's going to go up. Now you're going to actually slide this. See how he just slid it? So take your finger, if you're on your phone, you're going to slide it to the left a little, and then
For some
you don't
reason, I don't see a pin on mine, so it might be a
have,
setting on my Instagram, but there's usually a
okay,
pin.
try this. Try to double tap. There it is. That's weird. It's down there. You can pin up. Try to double tap it
Let's see.
or hold it down.
I'm just strange for some reason.
Oh, you know what? You're on your computer, aren't you?
This is my
That's
phone.
this
You're on your
phone.
phone.
Joanne, I got you. Android, all you do is you hold it down and a little menu pops up and you hit pin.
Okay, well, go down to this Denise that says information. Okay, see, that's what you're normally going to see. See that pin? And you're going to click that pin right there, and it will pin that to the top. It says pin your favorite comment, and it'll pin it right to the top of your comments, so that see how it's pinned? Every single person would see, don't forget, drop info in the comments, right? Because that's going to stay at the top as people are commenting on there, on that reel. That call to action is going to stay at the very top of your reel. Okay.
Okay. And the very last thing is, and we don't even have to necessarily go through it, because I do know, Lyndsey, you have to get going. We've held you guys hostage long enough, but in the boards app, we do have what to say in the comments. So as people are, saying info or dropping a heart, it's what to say to them in the comments, right? And then I have it kind of separated if somebody's not following you, what to say. And then if somebody is following you, what to say. It's slightly different because you want them to see your message. And also we have what to say in direct message as well. We got you covered all the way around. And then it brings you to the very end where you're making a sale, right?
Yeah.
Is there anything that I'm forgetting, Liz?
No, I do want to tell you guys, if you go to my reels right now and you comment on my reels, you're going to get, mine is all automated right now, right? So you're going to get an automated message. You're going to get an automated. So if you're like, oh, Lyndsey, you look beautiful. And then you're like, hey, message sent. It's because mine's automated right now because it's gone viral. When yours do go viral, we are going to give you an automation training. We're going to set you up on how to automate this, right? Because there is absolutely no way you can keep up with the thousands of people that are going to come to you. So we are going to get yours automated for you. We're going to do all of that, but there is no reason to do that until it goes viral. I literally just 2 weeks ago, we set this up, right? So you're going to have the same situation. The moment yours goes viral, put the automations on it. It's really, really important. But just know that if you guys are studying mine and you comment on it, I've had a couple of you reach out like, did you mean to send this to me? That's why. So
Yes,
Uh,
and we actually recommend that you do not automate it until you go viral. It will pull down your visibility on Instagram. Okay. I
Yeah.
know automation is cool. It is. We love automation, but just hang tight. And then once you do go viral at that point, we'll teach you exactly how to do it. Okay. But we're still, I say we're because me too, right? We're still in the growth stage on Instagram where she's more in the nurture stage, and they're slightly different. Okay. So that is everything that there is to know about launching this particular product, and really anything you want to launch on Instagram. I think that's it.
Yeah, and we're continuing to learn. So we'll continue to give you guys, right? Like there are things that happen
It
every
changed.
single day. It
Yeah.
changes. And don't let that frustrate you. Just go with it, flow with it, have fun. Just have fun.
Yeah.
That is our biggest piece of advice. This is not serious. This is a fun thing to do. That's an extra fun thing for your business. I hope you guys have fun with it. Because it really, really is a beautiful thing once that gets going. So for sure, if you're watching this, like
there's actually one last thing I want to say. I'm going to keep it really short. One last thing, like everything in life, with your diet, with your exercise, with everything, there is balance. You will not be perfect. Okay.
No.
We say a reel a day. If you miss a day, if you miss 2 days, if you miss 3 days, the biggest thing, the biggest takeaway we want you to understand is just get right back on the bike,
Yeah.
right back on the horse. Don't
Yeah.
feel like because you missed a day that you messed it up and it's
over.
not going to work.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Before my reel went viral, I had not done a reel in probably a week. It's okay. It's okay. I missed a day this past weekend, right? Daughter's graduation, all the things. Doesn't matter. Don't beat yourself up. I don't beat myself up when I mess up on, eating or miss a drop, right? Throughout the day. It's no big deal, guys, right? So just have fun with it, roll with it, and really, really give yourself grace, but also get out there and do the thing. We're excited for you guys. So grateful that you guys were here to listen to all of this today. I hope that you guys found it valuable.